Hi, Diane. So
Hi,
you know that we did a virtual autoimmune retreat, and we have over 2,500 people signed up from all over the world: Australia, England, Eastern Asia, Canada, United States, of course.
Mhm.
And here's to them who may be on the fence about joining the program, because I really wanted them to hear from those of you who's going through the program or who's gone through the program. So we have many of you who are giving me the testimonial live like this, but
Mhm.
I loved what you said so much because, Diane, you've been going through a lot with your autoimmunity. There was a lot that you've tried with marginal results. So I kind of want you to give us like a history of what you've tried, how long you've had autoimmunity, what other programs that you looked at, and what made you buy into our program.
Okay. Well, thank you for allowing me to give my testimony, and that's so excited to reach all those people from around the world. That is so awesome. But my journey started about 25 years ago. I was pregnant with my son, who was 25, and I had broke out in a rash in my face and hadn't a clue. Doctors were putting me on steroids, and I went to see a dermatologist. And sure enough, when he asked when this came on, I said, well, I was pregnant with my son. And so he said, okay, we're going to do blood work. And when I went back for my results, he said, I have good news and bad news. And the good news is you don't have lupus, but the bad news is you have CREST syndrome. So that's where my journey began. And it was like given a death sentence, because when I looked up the disease, the life expectancy is literally between 5 and 10 years. And so I went 5 years with believing that I was going to die and I would not be able to see my children grow, get married, and I wouldn't be able to see my grandchildren. But anyway, in this journey, as I searched and researched, I found out that wasn't true, that there is hope. But this has been a long journey. It's been 25 years. And so the last 5 years have been a really big struggle for me, and I was losing hope, and I was praying to God and saying, where is my, I need help. I'm depressed. I can't get out of bed. I'm believing that maybe I will die sooner than I thought. And symptoms were coming on to where I literally, my joints were swelling. I couldn't bend my fingers. Early morning was tough. Um, I was starting to get pain. I was starting to experience things that I had not. And I just, lo and behold, I was on Facebook, and actually my cousin is the one that told me, oh, you have to watch this program. And so I did, and I ended up signing up. But what I want to share is that what happened by joining this program. It's been amazing because, like I said, I was getting to the point where I didn't want to get out of bed. I've never been clinically diagnosed as being with depression, but I was like, maybe this is depression. Maybe I'm going through depression. I've lost hope. The business that I had started, I was doubting even that. Like, maybe I shouldn't even be doing this. Maybe I should just stay in bed and not get out and just have a pity party. And so the journey began with this program that I love so much and that has helped me. One of the things that so in this journey, I've tried so many programs and so many diets and so many supplements, and truly none of them have helped. And so in this program, I thought we were going to boom, hit nutrition from the very beginning. And it wasn't. And I was like, where's that nutrition? Where's that? When is that going to start? But what I didn't realize that I needed preparation before I started that detox, because not that it's not doable, but I had to mentally get ready to let go of a lot of things. I didn't realize there was hurt, there was anger, there was bitterness in my life that I needed to get rid of. And so the healing began. And one of the things that was very uncontrollable was my blood pressure, and probably was from my diet. It probably was from anger. and unforgiveness. But once I started putting those things into my life, I started healing. My skin was just breakouts, and it's cleared. My joints, I literally could not do this without difficulty. I can bend them. There's no more pain in my elbows. There's so much healing going on, and I continually, every day, is a new day. And when those struggles try to come on, because they will, I mean, it doesn't disappear overnight. It's a journey. It's something that you work on each day. And your program has so much help. There's videos, there's the accountable coaches, there's the weekly meetings. And one of the things I had to learn was I can't do this by myself. I can't. And that was my attitude. Oh, I'll just figure this out. But you know what? I can't. I couldn't, but I can now, with the help, with the support, with the testimonies from other ladies and a gentleman who are part of this program, the Pilates and the yoga. I've always wanted to do that, had made myself believe that I couldn't. I can do things that I thought I could never do. My upper arms were so weak, I couldn't even hold my body up. But guess what? I can do that downward dog. I can hold my body up. I couldn't before. So it's just amazing. One of the things I did come across, because I've been on this 25-year journey, is that there's a lot of programs out there. And I've searched and searched. Now, I did come across some that said for $4,000 in 30 days, we can help you. And I was very puzzled. I thought, well, what happens after that 30 days? Surely I know that there is no overnight healing, right? It's a journey. It takes time. It takes every day. You work on it from morning till the time you go to bed. You work on your thoughts. You work on what you eat. You work on
Emotions.
Absolutely. And I just said something, what you eat, because I've also been on a 25-year journey on what I can eat, what I can't eat. It becomes confusing. I eventually just turn people off because I'm so tired of them telling me this is good, this is not good, don't do this, do that. And I got tired of that. And so this journey has helped me understand that food is not my enemy, that I don't need to be afraid of what I eat. Now, true nutrition is important and it does help your body heal, but I'm at a whole different level on the knowledge.
Understanding how food impacts you from the inside out.
Exactly.
As opposed to focusing on what somebody else dictates what you ought or should do, right?
That's right.
It's the self-reliance. I love your plaques behind you, Diane. And I always say, I learn just as much from you,
yes.
And perseverance and resilience.
Yes.
For those people who don't know what CREST syndrome is, it's one of the subtypes of scleroderma. It can be very hard. And it can be gloom and, and it can be very, very hard on a body. Yes. But she's fared really well. When I met Diane, there was a lot of apprehension and a lot of lower energy vibrations. And every time I see Diane now, she lights up. What's interesting about Diane is she's a businesswoman and she's an entrepreneur and she has an online business. For those of you who are interested, she does something holistic. I am going to have her drop a link to her online store because we support everybody who's in the program. Now, today, I think Diane will tell you a little bit about the business, number one. Yes. Number two, it's like you have this newfound joy in doing the thing you wanted to do. Yes. But Diane, one more thing I do want you to mention before you mention about your business is what you went through in the last year. I think the move, there was death in the family. And despite that, you signed up for this program and now you're faring better than you ever have. So please share there.
Yes, absolutely. So the last 5 years, I was born and raised in South Texas. And within this last 5 years, I lost my father, my mother, my mother-in-law and my father-in-law, and we just uprooted of living in a home that I raised my children in for 16 years. And we literally just planted in Kansas. And then we moved from Kansas after 3 years to Nebraska. And we actually I was blessed enough to help care for my father-in-law until he died. But all that, you don't realize that does affect
Trauma, lots of
yeah,
emotional. Yeah.
absolutely. And I learned how to release the stress, release the hurt through the program with the meditation and the yoga. And I learned how to calm myself and listen to my body, and to be able to just concentrate and hear my body on what it needs and how to heal. But one thing I would like to thank you, Dr. Connie, is for your transparency and for your tough love, because you are kind and you are loving, but you even say it, this is not a motivational program. And your tough love helps me not
Hold you
go
accountable.
to accountable and not have a pity party. And I would like to share that when we go see the doctor, anybody who has an autoimmune, when you leave the doctor's office, it's depressing because there is no hope. And that's why I love this support group, because when I do meet with Leslie for the accountability and the other ladies, when we do meet as a group, when I get to talk to you, I know there is hope. It can be reversed. It can be stopped.
Yep.
And
now
it's
you
just
believe it.
To believe it, absolutely. And not when that doubt tries to come in, your mind is set to fight against that doubt. So
I just want to kind of nudge you to talk about what is your business and what is your aspiration with the business, so we can learn a little bit about that as well.
Okay. Yes, absolutely. So my business has zero waste and eco-friendly products. So they're reusable. So we're not consuming a whole lot of plastic and just throwing it away. Yeah. So we have things to replace Ziploc bags. We have things to replace plastic wrap, either plant-based or beeswax food wraps, and they last a year. The silicone will last forever as long as you do the proper care. I have organic teas, herbal teas, for different, like for heart health, allergies, breathing. And I also have organic soaps. So they're all natural. And these things are made in the USA. So these are other small entrepreneurs throughout, like California, Idaho. These are small businesses that make these, and then I'm able to sell them in my shop.
And now you have the energy and the motivation to do what matters to you, because I know zero waste and lessening carbon footprint in the world is your mission.
Yes.
With that being said, what is your website, Diane?
Okay, so I'm going to also put it in the chat, but my website is www.rose-blossom, BLOSSOM.com.
Okay, roseblossom.com, rose-blossom.com. If you didn't catch that, you guys, I'm going to make sure to link it here, because again, lessening carbon footprint. I love mission-driven businesses, and I love supporting autoimmune patient-driven businesses even more. And I am so blessed to know Diane here. If you have some parting words for those who are kind of on the fence about this program, what would you say to them about the investment versus the expense in the program? Because like you and I both know, you're going to have to spend money on sickness or wellness. You're going to have to spend time on sickness or wellness. Which would you choose, right? So if you would nudge anybody about the program who are on the fence, what would you say?
I would say do it. It is worth the investment. I've spent years investing into my business, and I thought, you know what, 2021 is my year to invest in myself, to heal mentally, physically, spiritually. And absolutely, I would encourage you to just get on board and take it, do it. It's a must.
Diane, I am so eternally grateful. And this is the quality of the people that's in the program. And so I just want everybody to know we're very selective over who comes in. And like you said, we're not woe is me and have pity parties. I don't allow that. We bring you up. We're always elevating, expanding, and empowering one another. So if this program is for you, please sign up, get on a discovery call, and I just will make sure that we drop Diane's link below. Check her website out. I certainly will. And thank you so much, Diane, for joining me on this Father's Day. This will be meaningful for everybody who are on the fence if they were.
Yes.
So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and stop recording. Bye for now, you guys.